Well, you guys have been owed a progress update for a while, so I thought today I would give you one. Let's start off with the bad news. Bad news is, in terms of weight loss, basically zero. And I know that's obviously going to be disappointing, and I can explain to you very simply why I haven't lost any weight. Yes, I'm working out almost every other day. Yes, I'm working out a little bit on my mean time. I'm still eating like shit. I'm still a food addict. And I have no clue how to get control of it. But there's one thing I can do, which is work out. So let's go work out and we'll talk there. Beautiful summer day. Finally, the temperature's come down. It's like 80 degrees. There's my gym behind me. I actually really like it here. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm surprised, but I've kind of gotten used to liking working out. It's a lot easier these days than when I got started, though. But it just doesn't hurt as fucking much. When I first started coming here, I hated it. You know, even getting in the pool here hurt like a son of a bitch. And I'm pretty averse to pain, especially with the back pain and everything else, you know. But I've gotten to where I'm out of pain most of the time. Like, being in the water doesn't really hurt anymore. It's kind of great. As you can see, I was also started using my phone in the pool a little bit, checking Twitter, checking TikTok. It's a good way to pass the time while I'm doing the calisthenics parts, which is most of what I'm doing. Because at my size, I don't know about you, but at almost 400 pounds, there's so much fat here. It's so hard to move in the water. I move so slow. I still do it, but I like to really focus on the core. And focusing on the core is pretty easy to do here. But I mean, I can't swim laps now. I guess I should show you that. I don't care who you are. That's good cardio. I definitely do not have a swimmer's body. That gets the heart rate going. But burning calories is great. Losing weight is great. My major focus has been for a while, this whole 2 months, to increase my endurance, to increase my mobility, and to just not be in pain all the time. And you want to know something? I'm doing it. Even in the swimming pool, it's not hard to get my heart rate up because I'm really fat. And we had a really interesting thing happen when I went to the doctor the other day. My blood pressure was exceptionally low. In fact, they cut my heart medication in half, which is great. I'd like to get off of it entirely one day, but as it is right now, we ended up cutting it in half because my blood pressure was dangerously low, and I can only presume that comes from a couple of months of getting into the gym and making myself work out and feel better and do better, which is great. What I'm doing right now, I couldn't do when I started, which is bouncing on my right knee. My right knee is the one that has the bone on bone. The right knee is the one with all the damage. But by God, if I do it right, after all this exercise, it barely hurts to do it. There's enough muscle built around to where the joint isn't constantly grinding on itself. And even when I'm up and walking, it barely hurts. Kind of fucking great. That's what keeps me coming back. I imagine a day where I will live without pain, and I love it. Not enough to stop eating like shit though. Addiction, man. I don't know what to say about it. Thank God it's sugar for me, because I'll be honest with you, if it was heroin for me, if it was like a real drug, if it was cocaine, I'd already be dead. Sugar kills you. It kills you quick, but not as quick as a lot of those other drugs. So I just got to figure out a way to kick it, man. I really do. And again, if you're watching this video, let me recommend that if you're morbidly obese and you feel heavy every time you try to exercise, you feel heavy just laying in bed, you feel heavy sitting down like I have my whole life, get into a pool. It doesn't matter if you can swim, there's things you can do. If you're old, you can still do it. Imagine what it's like to feel weightless for a little while. I mean, like when I'm doing the backstroke in the water, I feel like I can fly. And it's an amazing feeling. I cannot recommend it enough. Exercise hurts, right? When you do it right, it makes you sore, it makes you feel bad. But when you're morbidly obese, exercise hurts in the wrong way. You are doing damage to your body, to your spine, to your knees, to your back, to everything else. It's unbearable to choose to do that. This is a way that you can get the proper kind of exercise that a healthier, skinnier person can get, even at 400, 500, 600 pounds. Can't recommend it enough. Besides fixing my pain issues, besides getting my endurance up, besides feeling more comfortable in my body, besides the endorphins that I'm getting from doing the exercise, I just gotta say, I meet some really great people at the gym. And I don't know if it's because I'm internet famous, I don't know what it is, but again, I want to say that everyone at this gym has been so nice. Whether they work here, whether they're other customers, everybody stops and says hello and is super polite. And just, I love it. I love it. Hope every gym is like that. Also, did you think I would ever come to a gym at 7 and leave at like 9:30? Because here we are, it's fucking dark out. I would have told you I would have spent 30 minutes in a gym, much less a couple hours. Though I'm gonna be honest with you, the last 15 minutes was the sauna, because I love that sauna. Woo! Good morning. It's the next day, and I actually got home last night and was very tired from the gym. So I watched shows with my friend. I didn't record anything else, but I wanted to do one more thing for the outro. Let me remind you what all of this has been for. I don't know if I'm ever going to get the box. I would like to. And I want to show you the progress that I've made in that regard. Go compare it to the original footage of me getting out of breath after just a few punches, and you can see that the endurance is definitely there. Is my form better? No, my form is still terrible. But I can go for a lot longer, and I feel like I do have a lot more strength in my punches. And it's just nice being able to do this for a while, because when I started doing this, I couldn't have talked to you while doing it. I wouldn't have been able to breathe after just 30 seconds. Now I can go for a few minutes. My arms get really tired of that. I definitely need to do more to build strength in my arms. But hey, not too bad. Not too bad for a couple months worth of progress. So every time I finish one of these videos, I want to temper your expectations. Remember that I'm now a 48-year-old man with gray in his beard and a body that is absolutely destroyed. So there's only so much progress that I think I'll ever make. Do I think I'll ever be under 300 pounds? These days I'm beginning to think I'll get there eventually. But I wouldn't bet the house on it. When it comes to feeling healthier though, feeling better, feeling happier, being in less pain, I know I'm gonna do all of those things. And I really hope that I'm gonna be able to get into a boxing ring with Ethan Ralph, or if he chicken shits out somebody. Even if it's just an amateur fight, even if it's just for fun. But hopefully I'll get to fight for one of these big organizations. I don't know. But I do know that I've definitely turned a corner. And barring some sort of relapse, I think I'm on a really good path. Where that path is ultimately gonna lead, I don't know. I'll never be skinny. But I can be healthier. I am healthier. And I plan to stay that way. I'll get you updated again in a couple of months. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon. My arms are sore. Every time they get hurt. I just hurt so bad. Boxing, do not think that's an easy sport. Huge respect for people who can do it.